The Burial, you said you had caught, which premiered at TIFF, if I'm not mistaken, and we knew it was going to get flipped for Prime immediately. Tell
Exactly.
me about this one.
It's one of those movies that we always try to avoid at film festivals because we know our time is precious and it'll just be available to us 2 weeks down the line. Available to everybody, in fact, if you have access to Amazon Prime streaming. The Burial with Jamie Foxx and Tommy Lee Jones, as well as Journey Smollett. A bunch of actually interesting actors in smaller parts. Bill Camp, somebody that I like a lot whenever he shows up and stuff. Mamadou Athie, I don't know how his last name is pronounced. He's always a delight when he shows up.
No,
and stuff.
he's great.
Up and coming actor.
He's fantastic.
This film is a pretty middle of the road courtroom drama, and those can be pretty satisfying to watch. And this one is as well, largely through the charisma of the performances, most notably in Jamie Foxx, who kind of does like a sort of Johnny Cochran-esque, showy lawyer thing in this movie. Here he's defending Tommy Lee Jones against a corporation that's, trying to nickel and dime a bunch of, lower class people. So there's some racial injustice being fought, and there's some there's some corporate greed being rallied against, and it's all like pretty standard in terms of the beats. It's not gonna surprise you very much along the way, but it's well executed and it's pretty satisfying. I'm not gonna. It's not a film that I think will find itself in like the Oscars race or anything like that. But it's a perfectly good thing to watch and recommend to like a group of people, especially if you're like looking for something to watch with people who aren't necessarily willing to go watch something that's maybe a little bit more on the artistic side of things. It's decently entertaining and pretty well written too.
Court one. They were charging those Osage prices, weren't they?
Exactly. The Osage funeral home prices. Yeah.
I see Journey Smollett was in it as well. Another person who was really good in We Grown Now. A lot of really good elements from We Grown Now.
Showing up in other movies.
Exactly. Yeah. But The Burial, out on Amazon Prime. This next one, I saw, I believe, a third.